So welcome back to the career mode. Part 3 China today. And yeah, we're just gonna see what happens. Obviously, we're gonna see what happens here. China. Also known as Coronavirus Grand Prix. That's gonna be old once it dies, but nonetheless, let's get into it.
Welcome to Shanghai, China, for what I've no doubt is going to be a fantastic F1 qualifying session. And as we count down to that green light, I have to say, Anthony Davidson, that this rain is not showing any signs whatsoever of abating. I imagine we'll be looking at some last-minute setup changes to better adapt these cars to the conditions. What do you think?
The trouble is, Crofty, they need to be thinking about the race tomorrow. You don't want to go jacking up the ride heights and piling on a few points of extra downforce that you're not going to want in the Grand Prix itself. The Parc Fermé regulations mean that you have to make that choice. The best thing the drivers can do is adapt with the tools they have available in the cockpit. Moving the brake bias forward will help stop the rear end slipping out under braking, and opening up the differential can really help tame the oversteer on corner exit. The drivers that can make best use of these techniques will have the best chance for success here today.
Sorry for that, but why did it have to rain? Put on the inters instead of the wets. Get about... We'll get 0.3% of But let's get out there and... I'm gonna lose so much time, probably. Oh. Oh. Come on. Oh, it's like trying to drive on butter. My car's like, why are you doing this? Oh. Oh, there goes the corner. I am literally drifting right now. I was literally drifting through that corner. Once a line, I don't know what that is. P5. Alright. Not bad,
With qualifying
but not
finished,
great.
it's time to remind ourselves of our top three. Hamilton, Bottas and Sebastian Vettel. Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
ポーシをしたことはつ。Nonetheless, we're just gonna work what we have. Just see where we can go from there.
It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles an hour, with DRS assisting the cars down the back straight before they brake into the sharp hairpin at turn 14. I'm joined again today by none other than Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, obviously there's a lot of development work that goes on with these cars between the races. You've been both a test driver and a race driver. What differences are there in the way you approach those roles?
Interesting question, Crofty. They're two very different mindsets. I mean, when I tested for BAR, we had full in-season testing where, per driver, you'd cover up to 15,000 kilometres per season. And in that role, it was more about working for the team, trying to help him improve the car and drive as systematically as you could, so that that data could be analysed in the most consistent way. When you're lining up on the grid for a race, however, your frame of mind's all about what you can get out of the situation on that day, and the car's the tool to help you achieve what you want. You still want to focus on the setup, of course, but it's more about the here and now, getting yourself as far up the field as possible, and less about development work for the future.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Leclerc, Alexander Albon, and Verstappen, Magnussen, Perez, Raikkonen, and Lando Norris, Grosjean, Hülkenberg, Daniel Kvyat, and Sainz, Gasly, Stroll, Daniel Ricciardo, and Antonio Giovinazzi. Kubica and George Russell ends our grid lineup. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't...
Alright. So, starting from 5th. So in order to keep my place in the championship alive, which is first, I need to finish ahead of Leclerc in order to make that happen today. If I do not finish ahead of Leclerc, I'll lose points in the championship. I'm going to run with a lot more fuel than normal, like 4 laps worth. And yeah, just hope that I can win, I guess. Or at least pass him. So here we go. 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go. Chuck it in the rich already. My teammate's down the inside of me. So we're gonna have to go a long way around. Which will then turn into the inside. Alright, good. Now we just need to keep Leclerc behind us. And we should have the race win. Well, not the race win, but the championship points tally on our side. Like I said, 1 point splits me and Leclerc. The 2 Mercedes are fighting. Oh, Bottas. Contact between me and Bottas. Down the inside of him though. Again to second. I need to push on and get Hamilton before he gets too far away. Dive bomb? Oh. Contact. He's fine, I'm fine, let's keep going. And my DRS is broken.
There is a fault to the DRS. You won't be able to open the rear wing. We're working on a fix. Stay out.
I mean, I don't really have to worry about that unless I get passed again. So... Whoa.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap for the race.
Just trying to get away from Hamilton right now. That's what I'm focusing on. Just trying to put in some qualifying sweat laps. So I just want to get away. Which I'm doing pretty well right now. Gotta keep the car going. No, but China is a pretty interesting track. It's got a good section of corners. This one is really interesting. And then they got this kilometer back straight. I don't know how many miles that is, but a nice kilometer back straight into a nice braking zone, which is turn 14. Yeah, it's just interesting, I guess.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up.
Never would have guessed, but okay. Thanks, Jeff. Sorry if this episode's a bit boring, but it's just putting in sweat laps. Making sure I have the gap. Making sure I can drive, not crash. Is the main thing. Hamilton and Leclerc must be really going at it because they keep changing positions.
Gap to teammate behind is 6.8 seconds.
Alright, so we're pinning on lap 9. Who are we racing?
The drivers we're racing are Vettel and Verstappen.
Is Vettel the one who's leading the championship? No, I could have swore it said Leclerc. I mean, it could have been Vettel, to be honest. I don't know. It's a Ferrari driver, we'll just say that. That's my own career mode, I don't even know who I'm racing. It's my own career mode series and I don't even know who I'm racing for another point against. Oh, yep. Just go wide, why don't we? Oh, ooh, the bullard still gets to stay there. I try not to kill those. Oh, sorry, I can't say. Wait, I can't say the word on YouTube. Game end. I try not to game end those. Wow. People are pitting early.
Max is in the pits. Max in the pits.
I'm thinking about taking these videos and then just making them into like bite-sized pieces of like the interesting bits. Kind of like race highlights almost. I'm kind of debating, because in order for me to do that, I would have to take my own video, make it into an MP4, and then edit it. Because I record these on PS4, so then I have to turn into an MP4, my own video, and then edit it with the software on my computer. I have a pretty good editing software.
Window. You'll be on the softs.
A good editing software as well. So I could do it if I wanted. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But yeah, yeah, those bite-sized highlights would be good for like this race in particular. Also, it'd be convenient for people who don't have the time to watch around 30 minutes of me just going around a track. How many odd times? I don't know.
The car behind has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre.
This race is so boring for me. I think I might have to turn up the difficulty a bit more. Oh yeah, because that's outrageous. Yeah, Next race, Azerbaijan, the difficulty will be raised just a little bit more. Because contrary to how I am in real life, I want this series to be like a bit more, I don't know, thrilling. Me trying to fight for that top spot, not 33 seconds ahead of the rest of the group. Oh no, why drama? I gotta make that YouTuber drama somehow. I gotta put arrows in the thumbnail and everything. Circles and arrows, shocked expression. Oh, YouTube nowadays is weird.
This lap, so push now.
Oh man, I better push, because it totally takes 33 seconds for a pit stop in Formula 1. I probably have enough space between me and the next car ahead to weave down the whole back straight at like 5 miles per hour.
At the moment, the car behind us is lapping faster than us by around 1 second per lap.
Oh, well that's probably a good thing. Yeah, I think with this race I'll probably start editing the videos down.
Pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
No, I don't want to be penalized like last race. Yeah, if you haven't seen last race, go check it out. You'll either have to watch the whole thing, the whole 35 minutes of it, or, depending on when you watch this, the shorter one, the shorter bite-sized version will already be out. Oh, crap. There we go. Alright boys, make it quick. Or don't, we literally have all the time in the world.
Complete, go now.
2.6? Decent.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Alright, now the race should just somewhat fly by. Yeah, this race is gonna need those heads. I'll keep the original ones as well. So what I'll probably do is I'll live stream the whole thing, and then the day after I'll post
Some information on Verstappen. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
I'll post the whole highlighted version. English, no, I'll post like the highlighted version the next day. So 3 of them will come out tomorrow, hopefully, if my idea works, because I haven't tested it. But yeah. I'll see if my idea works tomorrow, and then if it doesn't, then it looks like we're stuck with this. Jeez. Yes, AI will definitely be turned up for next race. Oh no, good morning. I'll probably go on the edit. Ooh. I'm bored. I gotta entertain myself somehow. Did I game in that boulevard? Cut to me clipping and I'm not even noticing. I don't remember doing that.
We're leading our teammate by 23.7 seconds.
I could have, and I just forgot. I don't know. If I said it, will let me know. No, my idea should work.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Why do I keep going off at that corner? It's just that corner. I think I just have a problem with that corner. Two laps to go, come on. I mean, this race is more exciting than France 2019, so... I guess I'm doing something right. Because nothing can be worse than that race. Because I think that race has... Like on the F1 YouTube channel, find that French Grand Prix from 2019 and then compare it to like a race that doesn't have that much action and just see how, I was just gonna compare how long it is. Because I think that race is like the shortest race highlights they've ever done since doing them. It's insane how boring that race was. And I watched that race live. I got up super early to watch that race. Let's just say Let's just say I wanted to go back to
This
sleep
is your final lap of the race.
so many times during that Grand Prix, but I didn't because I wanted to see what would happen, and I was disappointed. I wanted to turn back time so bad just so I could sleep through that event.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Should I be cheeky and just park it just before the finish line? I don't know. I'm feeling like I should be cheeky and just park it at the line. No, I'll finish properly. Yeah.
Absolutely awesome. Just amazing. Well done.
Red Bull pulling out all the stops today. What a great win. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
Well, I know it's a bit of a boring answer, but the truth is they simply had the best speed package on the day, and a driver who knows how to take advantage of that. It doesn't matter how much time you spend poring over the stats and planning strategies if you can't keep the pace, and our winner today showed they could do both.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
But it's absolutely got to be Alexander Albon, no hesitation. He put in a performance today that's only going to build further upon his already growing reputation.
Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Alright, let's try to keep this one short. So, let's look at the standings. Yep, 12 points between me and Leclerc. So it was Leclerc. I was right, Leclerc. Constructor standings, we still hold it. 17 points on Mercedes, so that's great. Teammate in 5th of the points, because he finished 6th in the race. Didn't really move any positions. Now the Valtteri Bottas. And yeah, I'll make sure I make those shorter races if I can. But I've been Haas Gaming? I've been Haas Gaming. It's late. I'm getting to bed. I'll see you guys next race.